Happy morning to all. So today we are going to see about groups. Okay, so this is my group with a binary operation multiplication with a non-empty set. Okay, so I'm going to do this multiplication operation with my non-empty set. Okay, I minus 1 I and minus I. Okay, so I'm going to do multiplication operation. Before doing multiplication operation, kindly note this. Okay, I into I is equal to minus 1. Same operation multiplication minus 1. Minus I into minus I, same operation is minus 1. Different operation minus I into plus I, different operation is 1. Okay, so I'm going to multiply here. 1 into 1 is 1. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 1 into I is I. 1 into minus I is I. Okay, let us take this last row. Minus 1 into minus I into 1 is minus I. Minus into minus plus, so it's plus I. Minus I plus I, it's different operation, so 1. Minus minus, same operation, it's minus 1. So here the diagonals are symmetric, so it forms the abelian group. If it is non-symmetric, it is non-abelian group. Okay, here the rows should not have any duplicate values. Duplicate value means same repeated values, whereas here the column should not have any duplicate values, that is column should not have any same duplicate values, so one should not be repeat here. Okay, so from this part, one thing you have to remember is, it's just introduction about groups. One thing you have to remember is there should not be any duplicate elements in the group. Okay, the no row should have duplicate elements and no column should have duplicate elements. So this is the just an introduction about groups. Okay, so now we are going to see problems. Okay, prove that the set G, it's belong to this element 0 to 5, it's finite abelian group of order 6. So that is 6 order with respect to addition. So it is addition operation of modulo 6. Okay, so addition operation of modulo 6. So I'm writing my set 0 to 5 and 0 to 5. What operation I'm going to do here? Addition operation. So 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 3 is 3. 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 5 is 5. Okay. So let us take this one. Okay. So 0 plus 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 3 is 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, 1 plus 5 is 6, whereas 6 is not belong to my group. I am going to do modulo operation here. Okay, so I am going to do 6 minus 6 is 0. So let us take this last row. Okay, 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, so 6 is not in my group. I am going to do modulo operation here. 6 minus 6 is 0. Okay, here 7 is not my group, so I am going to do modulo operation. Okay, so 5 plus 2 is 7. So 7 minus 6 is 1. It is clear? I'll repeat once again. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 is not belong to my group. My group has only 0 to 5. So I'm going to do modulo operation. 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay, here 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, so 9 minus 6 is 3. Here 5 plus 5 10. It's not belong to my group, so 10 minus 6 is 4. Okay, so this is the final table. Okay, so in this table, no column should have, this is row, right? So no row should have duplicate values and no column should have duplicate values. Okay, So this is my table. First I constructed my table, then I'm going to use phi property. So what is the first property? It's closure property. What is a closure property? A B belongs to G, whereas here every A B it belongs to my group only. Okay, I constructed like that. Okay, next I'm going to do binary operation. A plus B belongs to G. So take some value. So my A value is 5. This is A. So my A values is 5 and B value is 5. So 5 plus 5. So what is my 5 plus 5 value? This is 5. See, it is clear, right? Table, it is clear for you, right? So 5 plus 5. 5 is here. So 5 plus 5, what is my value? 4. From the table we have to write the value here, not by addition. Okay. So 5 plus 5 is 4. So 4 is belongs to group. So this table satisfies the closure property. What is the next property? Is associative. What is my operation here in the question? What is the operation in the question? It's what operation? Addition operation. So I have to write the formula. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Okay. So my A value is 1, B value is 2, C value is 3. Okay. Here my A value is 1, B value is 2, C value is 3. Okay. So here my C value is 3. So, okay. So 1 plus. So what is my addition value of 2 plus 3? So see the table. Here it is 2 and here it is 3. So what is the value? 5. So I am going to put 5 here. It is clear for you all, right? So addition operation, we have to look the table. Next is 1 plus 2. So where is 1? Here is 1 and 2 is here. Just stay clear, right? 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is what? 3. So I have to put 3 here. Okay, its value is 3. C value is 3. Okay, C. So what is next thing? 1 plus 5. 1 plus 5, please see here. 1. Table is clear for you, right? 1 plus 5. It's what's the value here? 0. See, 0. Next thing is 3 plus 3. So 3 is here plus 3. What is the value? 0. So 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore it satisfies my property, associative property. Okay. It is clear for you all, right? What is my next property? Is identity property. What operation I am using here? So what is the formula for identity? A plus. So what is the formula? A plus E is equal to what? A. So it is my formula, right? A plus E is equal to A. Okay. So for addition, what is my identity element? Is 1. For addition, identity element is 1. So I can take any A value. Here I am taking 1. Okay. Sorry, for addition my identity value is 0, right? For addition my identity element is what? 0. Okay. So it should be E should be 0. I can take any element. Here I am taking A is equal to 1. Okay. So 1 plus 0. See here table. 1 plus 0 is what? 1. 1 plus 0 is what? 1. Okay, it is clear. So next I am going to take E. Next I am going to take E plus A is equal to A. So it is identity formula, right? A plus E is equal to A and E plus A is equal to A. So this is the identity formula. So what is the E value? Identity element of addition operation is 0. Okay. What is the element? 1. Now I have to see the table. 0 plus 1. Okay. So 0 plus 1 is what? 1. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So, okay. Shall I explain once again? Okay. So now I am going to see what? Now I am seeing identity. So what is the formula for identity? A plus E is equal to A. E plus A is equal to A. So this is the formula for identity. So A can be any value. Okay. So next example, I'll take identity element as 5. A element is equal to 5. My identity element is what for addition is 0. Okay. So first I'm taking 5. A value is 5. 5, my identity element is 0. So 5 plus 0 is what? See the table here. 5 plus 0 is what? It's 5. Okay, so I can substitute 5 here. Okay, next E plus A. E is my identity element. For addition, identity element is what? 0 plus A is 5. So 0 plus 5. So here the table 0 plus 5. See, 5 is 5. Okay, so here LHS is equal to RHS. So I can say it satisfies identity property. Okay, next it's inverse. Okay, so inverse you can take any formula. So here they were used A plus B is equal to E. So this is the inverse formula. Okay, A plus B is equal to E. Okay, so note this. For 1 its inverse is 5. For 2 its inverse is 4. For 3 its inverse is 3. And for 0 its inverse is 0. Okay, so I'm taking A 1. So its inverse is what? 5. So next I have to look out the table. 1 5. 1 and 5. It's what? 1 5 is 0. So answer is 0. So A plus B, my answer should be an identity element. Okay, this is the formula. A plus B is equal to identity element. So for addition my identity element is 0. So it's satisfied. Okay, so take the next example. Okay, so for 2 and 4, for 2 inverse is 4. Okay, so A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 4. Okay, see the table 2 4. So 2 4 is 0. See, so 2 plus 4 is 0. So it satisfies my condition. So I can say it has abelian group. Okay, last formula is commutative law. What is commutative law? A plus B is equal to B plus A. So we can take any value. Here I am taking A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3. Okay, B is equal to 3 and A is equal to 2. Okay, so 2 plus 5. Look down the table. Its table is clear for you all, right? 2 plus 3. Its table is clear. 2 plus 3 is 5. Next, 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. So LHS is equal to RHS. So I can say this set is finite abelian group. It is clear for you all, right? So I'll send you the notes. Okay.